go find a grimoire. I believe she said 2 floors up. So fingers crossed. Let's just go quickly. That looks like a bathroom. Oh, okay, I think I've already read that.
I felt something. Where is it?
Stanislaus file. Divorce. Death of loan shark. Witness testimonies. Autopsy report. Relationship with the Russian aristocrat Svetlana. Report by a collaborator codenamed Pleasant. Copies of correspondence with Nadia Mikhailovna Suska from years 1899 to 1904. Testimonies of notaries, public, and their chartered accountants regarding the business activity. Reports by district officers, caretaker of the tenement house, and spies regarding suspicious gatherings. And copies of Victor Svolsky's correspondence. Father's file. Kutchkin knew everything about him. Thoughts hovering over the file arranged themselves in neat rows like well-trained soldiers. One can feel the joy. The goal has been achieved. Another man put on a leash, bound by indestructible bonds of information. He will not slip away. He will obey. He will do as he is told. Oh dear. Oh, there's things. Teacup. Afterthoughts attached itself to lipstick. It's full of panic and fear, like a bird whose head someone is about to twist. This is the end of freedom and independence. You're trapped. The man sitting in front of you has you in his grasp and will not let go. Samara's file. Death certificate for parents, looks like. Victim testimonies, evidence of fraud. These documents were to see the light of day. There would be no place for Samara in Warsaw. Thought settled on the file, pleased with itself like a fat cat, satisfied with getting another officer. Not a willing cooperator, perhaps, but let's be honest, so much the better. Samira didn't volunteer to work with Konechkin. The chief forced her to cooperate and very much enjoyed his control over the fate of the Thaumaturge. I should take these documents with me. Yes. Okay, fine. Lygia's file. Testimonies of notaries public and their chartered accountants. Copies of correspondence. There's a note on top that reads, at the chief's special request. A lump of fear constricts the throat and irritation obscures reason. A marriage of convenience will only happen if it's Lygia's only option. She cannot be given any support. Her loved ones must be eliminated, especially her brother. Oh, that's the grimoire. I wanted to look at other things. I hope I can. Maybe not the best time to be
What do you think
it.
of this, Father? Let's see.
Shulsky, there's no time for reading.
I can't read this. It's like describing colors to a blind man. I don't get it.
Whatever you're mumbling, I don't care. We need to go.
What happened?
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konechkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I promised.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, I can still look at other things. Lygia's photograph. Surveillance was underway, and with it a precise plan was taking place. Because why not? She would gain independence, invulnerability, freedom, everything she dreamed of. As for him, he'd have someone to share his home with, someone to bring some warmth and a smile into his existence. A little life. Konechnikin's interest in Lygia is not purely professional. The chief wants to separate her from her relatives and propose a marriage of convenience. I don't like it. Perhaps I could take advantage of it. And my file. Death of the Loan Shark, my correspondence, and reports by collaborators and spies. How does he know? Page with a detailed report from the autopsy on the loan shark's body sparkles with joy. Happiness hovers over the photographs of the body, flows over witness testimonies, and colours a list of physical evidence. Because Stanislaus Solsky will do anything to protect his unruly son. Anything. Actually did do it to protect me. Ograna Archives. List of persons suspected of thaumaturgy. Yep. The thaumaturge from Parcel. Witness testimonies. That's probably Ariel. Madame Smira. Stanislaw. Sophia. Konechkin collects information on all thaumaturges. He would like to see us do his bidding. Konechkin uses every shred of knowledge to subjugate thaumaturges. In Father's case, it wasn't his own misdeeds, but mine. Only the threat of his son's arrest prompted Stanislaus Solsky to cooperate with the Ochrana. I had no idea. Oh dear. It's all my fault. I think I've got everything. Yeah, I'm not here. Okay, we're fine. Reduce damage, health points, invulnerability. What's that mark do? Dunno. Okay, immune to negative traits. So let's check you with Lilac. Ow. Ow. Oh dear, now you're gonna get it. And let's do concussion on you. Solitude's next action will be run round faster. Lovely. let's just punch you. And you need Velas. We'll try and see if we can interrupt him. Attack you and do Doom on you. Go. Okay, so how do I get out of here if I'm not supposed to go that way? This way? Ah, lovely. Another fight.
You, what are you doing here?
I'm exploring.
It's a long time since I was in Warsaw last. I wanted to explore a little.
Show your pass, or you're under arrest.
I wish you luck.
And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
Oh, you had a power cut? Oh no. Was it weather related? Like, actually, I can't remember where you are, Aliana. The weather's quite bad here in the UK today. It's like windy and rainy and ugh. Who knows? Could be anything if you're where I am. Could just be incompetent. Central Belt, Scotland. Weather's not bad. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it's like insanely windy. I've been able to hear it all day. It's slightly distracting. I was worried something's gonna blow over and damage stuff. But yeah, I hope it wasn't for too long. Aqua Upir. Let's use Upir on you. And the fence last week. Oh dear. Yeah, we have some fences that are probably in need of replacing. Agony. Pop. And what do you need? You need Bokulova. Hello. Okay. Velez, Lilac, and nobody. Well, you're marking me. You're moving, you're moving. Reduces damage. Okay, let's go for you. Hi, welcome back, Soup. How was adulting? It was you as usual. Well, sometimes it can be not so bad. Adulting should be banned. Yeah. It's not the best thing we can do with our time, is it? Game is good. There are some decisions that I've made that I wish I hadn't. But I think these guys are regretting their decisions more. We need lilac on this guy. Let's do a big attack. I'm getting shot a lot. I should probably be a lot more hurt than I am. Yeah, some very interesting things have happened. And I'm trying to get Victor to be a bit more of a good guy.
So, have you mastered whistling?
Than I probably can.
That's how you do it.
Come on, folks.
Wanda, I'm sorry about your boyfriend. But it's okay, because I'm still here.
Wanda, I'm so glad to see you.
What about Mihal? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
Bye, asshole.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Mihal.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
At least we saved the kid.
The
And the
famous
kid
Madame
is
Samira
the
has honored
kitty's
my humble
friend.
abode.
So
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
I'll be there in a moment.
want to explore first. Always explore first. The bullets look like they were removed from someone's body. The vessel contains the words of a Thanksgiving prayer. Its intention is to send grace to Dr. Emir Bonakovich, who helps everyone, even revolutionaries, even if they've been shot. Brings relief and asks no questions. Patient charts. Big child. Refuse payment. Otitis refuse payment. Gash wounds. 2 rubles for the dressing. Suspected gynecological disease. Extracted her to go to Anna for a consultation. They've been anonymized. When Nakovich is concerned for patients, it extends beyond medical treatments. It appears he also often refuses money for his help. Bernakovich is a doctor by calling who sincerely cares about his patients. He pays no attention to their social class or background. If he can relieve their suffering, he will. This is not a common attitude. Home medicine chest, full of dried herbs as well as homemade ointment and concoction. Acerbic thoughts hang between the bundles of herbs. When something works, it works. Who cares if it comes from folk medicine or a fancy lab? Half-wits could also benefit from reading Avicenna and including hygiene and exercise in their treatment. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Make
Never
yourselves
mind.
at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the thaumaturge Victor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I trust Samira.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible.
Oh, great.
I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already.
What is the danger?
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
The noose. They won't waste time interrogating me.
Why don't we move on from doubts to solutions?
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member.
Ariel.
The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
How do you know Rafa?
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know where to find him?
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bizarre Thaumaturge.
Yes. The bazaar.
I'll bring him here. He owes me.
Then you can call in a favor.
Yeah.
And also the question of that Rasputin.
What do you mean?
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
It's not you, it's me. Act 3. Exciting. Game of chess interrupted halfway through. The armies standing on the board are composed of figures and arguments. The bishop of deep conviction beats the rook. The black pawns prepare an heuristic ambush. The white knight gets ready for a counterattack, and so they remain, locked in battle in internal suspense, frozen in a discussion interrupted by death. Chamail. After the burial, the deceased is visited by two angels, Mankara and Nakira, and if they were a good and devout person, God will inspire them to answer the angels' questions correctly. However, if they were not devout, they will become frightened and lose their ability to speak upon seeing the angels. Here are the questions that will be asked after death and answers that should be given. How dare they interrupt the chess game with death? Now we'll never know who won. I know. So sad. Although, like, maybe the person who's still around is the one that won? No. Who is your lord? My lord is the mighty God Allah. What is your religion? My religion is Islam. What is the name of your prophet? The name of my prophet is Muhammad. What is the name of your book? The name of my book is the Holy Quran. What is your Qibla? My Qibla is the stately Al-Kaaba. I've already failed. From whom do you hail? I hail from Adam. What peoples are your brothers in faith? The peoples of Abraham. Truly, I am a Muslim. Alhamdulillah. Well, it's one way to win a game, I guess. Really creative cheating. Yeah. Yeah, you probably won't want to play a game with me. What can I tell you, my dear? Human acrimony knows no bounds, but one must believe in one's cause and doggedly take one step after another, however small and pathetic it may seem. Or at least that's what I've been telling myself so far. After years of fighting, not so much against disease and poverty, but against prejudice and malice, I feel quite drained of strength, and I'm seriously considering the prospect of abandoning my work. The 1,000 needles stuck into my supposedly tough skin have left festering scars. First, the difficulties and refusals when I wanted to start a practice in Warsaw after completing my studies in Zurich. Then, the rejected candidacy for the Warsaw Medical Society, despite having a recommendation from Professor Hoyer. After that, there were the problems in Petersburg, miraculously interrupted by coincidence, thanks to which I became a doctor in the Sultan's harem. And finally, a cornucopia of unpleasant insinuations which I was treated to by both the press and my fellow doctors. They say you should look for your inner strength because it is that strength that is needed most in times of darkness. However, I am sympathetic to you and your dilemmas. Do not hesitate to come and talk to me. My doors are always open to you. Best regards, Anna. Oh yeah, I'm not scary. The scarier people than you try to end me. Sender is Anna, and the first woman doctor to open a practice in Warsaw. Seems to have a lot of respect for Bernakovich. In the letter, she calls him a Thaumaturge. Mir is a doctor and a Thaumaturge who combines traditional medicine with scientific achievements. Let's talk.
Did you come to check on me?
Would
Yes.
that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
Ask openly about your real name.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
I'll give you your files if you want.
Please. Sincerity for sincerity.
I'm not interested in your secrets.
Alright.
All right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
Why did you run away with me?
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Try to guess.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
You wanted freedom from Konechkin.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash, rather an entanglement.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
Pride is too low. Ah. Explain why that you wanted to know her opinion.
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldchair, but he seems to be an experienced Thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Okay. So, I need to go to Rasputin and break up with him. Unfortunately. Warsaw Courier. There were peasant riots in the Piotrowski township Permission was granted for the construction of a new Catholic church in Minsk. Preacher G.Y. Rasputin, known for his St. Petersburg controversies, arrived in Warsaw. Butchers declare a strike. Management of Warsaw Gasworks is introduced where it deemed possible. The free rental of gas cooker Tsar and other two-pot gas cookers. Where am I supposed to be going? This way.
Ваши документы.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
Je ne parle pas ruski.
It's not enough that he's a magician. He's scum. You'll learn right quick once I give you a beating. Documents. I won't say it again.
Рядовой Стрельцов, I'll take over.
Oh, hi, iPatch.
Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Wait,
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Show Harsho. You can go. Just watch yourself.
just gave me a note. I thought he,
Who is the Tsar's army actually looking for on the streets?
Not you. A terrorist and a fugitive from the Citadel. Go now. I've got my eye on you. Streltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bzetska. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
yeah, he's Rasputin's, lackey. Let's go quickly. And try not to run into any trouble. Up there it looked like the authorities might be being interrupted or distracted by people. Journalist's notes. Grigory Yamovich Rasputin. He's tall, well-built, penetrating gaze, an intense smell. Well, faith, zeal, something like that. What's going on? Club for all, poor, rich, quality, oath-bearing hierarchies. No, he emphasizes that he wants to preserve order. What is the goal? The good of Russia, Poland, everyone. Talks about visions of doom, fires, and windstorms. He can fix everything. Faith is the answer. Must have faith. Bolt. Excitement pours out of the pages as if from an overflowing vessel, and the ink smells of an accelerated heartbeat as thoughts were hastily committed to paper, sipping every word from Rasputin's mouth. This will be front page material. Hi. What's happening?
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
What's going on?
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are? You did not know the answer then, but now you must make a decision. Soon, I'll be able to give you anything you want. That is enough for me.
Talk about the Kotio.
I've come to you with a certain matter.
Speak. You are among friends.
I was approached by certain people. They want my help in reviving one of my father's concepts.
What is it that you expect from me? Should I be afraid of something?
Come to bid you farewell.
This is goodbye for us, Grigori. We've had our moments, but now I want to go my own way. We have different visions for the future. I will work on accomplishing mine with other Thaumaturges.
Thank you for your honesty. I have been very eager to eat this Passover meal with you before my suffering begins. Wait a minute, my friend. I will be with you shortly. I still want to show you something before you leave for good. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
The frig?
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He is dead.
What the hell?
I'll get you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void?
Google does do some weird things sometimes too. Oh, what the hell? Hello? Anybody here?
Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
Aww, sister. Stairs?
And the teacher said, Victor, is there right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, she was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know.
Focus on the attachment you have to your sister.
That's very noble of you. But is there room for a caring sister in your plans for the future? I don't think so. Soon you will be left alone again, and in time, no one will remember you. Does loneliness scare you? Is there even a recipe for getting to know someone enough to never feel lonely? Go on.
Wish for the trial to be over.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
Yeah.
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
I'm impatient.
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm a Thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
No. Power should not be the answer to everything or an excuse. It is the power of human character that shapes reality.
The verdict is guilty. Guilty of doubt, lacking confidence in his own abilities, and guilty of ignoring his conscience.
Yep. Totally what I've been doing.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
Other paths do you have in mind?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So?
I want to go to the coterie. I'm more interested in that, personally.
Why the coterie?
It's because they're not Rasputin. I believe in them.
I believe that they are the answer to troubled times, and that they will be my rock.
So, you accept everything that was meant for you, and you will use it as you see fit.
Does that mean I get to read the Black Grimoire as well?
Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes.
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with, you dolt. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
This game is so good.
Will I ever see you again?
That's entirely up to you. You are in charge here.
Oof. Look rough. Oh.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail.
Examine the letter.
I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I don't remember how I ended up here. Is it possible that what happened near the brothel was just a dream?
No.
You're right. A dream wouldn't hurt like this. I'll think about this later.
Okay. Well, that was a lot. But yeah, it's time for me to finish for the day, I think. I think that's quite a good place to leave it when we are deciding what we're doing. I'm definitely gonna go with the Hotier instead of Rasputin because I don't trust him. Like, maybe I'll play this game again or see if I can find somebody. I just somebody who's done it that way. But I've been kind of like feeling like I got stuck in a path that I didn't want to do. And now the game's given me a way to like not do that. And I'm actually quite glad about it. Like, some people might have like stopped playing because they felt like they were getting pushed into a path, but then this has kind of opened up your choice again. Hopefully. So yeah. I have had a lot of fun. Can't do more. Hello, good to see you. What is this game? It's a lot. It's called the Thaumaturge. It is, you play as Victor, who is a Thaumaturge, which means that he can see demons that they call salutors in this world. And he can see things that other people can't. So he can see like auras off objects, and he can see other demons that and demons are attracted to people that have flaws. So, like things like ambition, pride, fear, and yeah, like one of the things that Victor is trying to do is catch the ones that he comes across. That's not always possible, but he's trying to be. He has the flaw of pride, so he's very sure of his abilities most of the time when I'm not being me. But yeah, like all sorts of stuff happen. And I'm actually unfortunately done for the day. I'll be back on Wednesday with some more if you're interested in seeing some more, and I'll try and do a good little recap at the beginning of stream. Because I know it's going to be quite difficult to follow the story, I think, if you've not seen stuff. But no, I'll try and do a little recap. But anyway, thank you for being here. Those that have been able to, those that have been lurking and just hanging out, I appreciate you as well. But yeah, as I always say, thank you so much everyone for being here. Whether you're a chatter or a lurker, I appreciate you all very much. And I will be back on Wednesday with some more. So, I hope to see you there. Bye.